Shivani, you studied in Delhi and then at Baroda, and now you're teaching at Chandigarh College of Art. So how is it to be in Chandigarh and after Delhi and Baroda, and as an artist and as a teacher, both?
I mean, it's a good experience for me. It's been nice. I mean, I got recognition from Lalit Kala, and then I like teaching as profession. It helps me grow and question my practice every time I talk to students. So yeah, I mean, definitely it has been a good experience, and I like the city in general. So yeah.
Yes.
It's
And
nice.
you work a lot on paper, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Okay. And painting, and so tell us a little about your work and why on paper and not canvas, and also the mediums. You do a lot of mixed media.
Yeah, I do a lot of mixed media. Basically, I started working on paper when I joined this profession, because for oil and canvases you need a lot of time at your disposal. You have to sit for long hours. So it gave me that kind of flexibility. I could roll my work, carry it wherever I went.
That's right.
And it being very. I mean, I also started working on artist books.
Okay.
So it allowed me to work on a very small scale, and the works became really I could carry them, so they were very personal to me. And
Okay. So what are artist books, if you could describe in detail?
basically they are like sketchbooks, but
Okay.
then you can say more serious version of sketchbooks.
Okay.
They're not just doodling, but well executed. My work is also has to deal with a lot of narration in it, so it helps me tell a story.
Okay.
And sometimes narrative runs from one page to another.
Okay.
One page will open up into another page, so it helps me in creating that story. This ongoing.
And do you also use text as part of this narrative?
At times I do use text, so also they remind me of diary entries, which
Interesting.
again is
Okay, but this is in visual format
visual.
more than word
you
format.
can say diary
Okay.
entries in visual
In
format.
visual format.
Yeah.
And what are your stories? What are your stories that you tell?
They are about my everyday life experiences, my childhood memories.
Okay.
I've grown up in a matriarchal family, so a lot of dominant females. So you see those characters in my works.
Okay, in your work.
There'll be
Okay.
a grandmom and
Okay.
probably two young girls. So one would be my cousin. So yeah, lot of autobiographical references in my work. So.
Okay. And when you say everyday life, this is life around you as a person?
Life around me, things that I see every day, experiences that I have. Basically.
Okay. And you being a young artist, so your experiences would be very different in terms of both technique as well as inspiration. So how is the new art world for you in terms of many things? New techniques have come in.
I love to
new
experiment that
platforms.
way, I can say. So there's a lot of experiment. I play with mediums. My work is basically about playing with the mediums, playing with the space. I love the process more than the end result definitely is important, but then I love the process of it. I want to live every second of it. When I'm painting also, it's more like embroidery or knitting, where you actually engage with the medium at very personal level, and a lot of intimacies involved, like the distance. I paint. I stay very close to my paper when I'm painting, so there is kind of intimacy. And again, the artist books, again, I can carry them with me. So that kind of personal touches.
The artist books.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And so what's your new work these days? What are you working on? Any current subject or theme that's...
I am working on in format of series. I'm working on different themes. As I told you, my work is again based on my experiences, my childhood memories. So themes revolves around that only. And I'm working, and these days I've started using animal characters in my work. So
how did these emerge?
I always loved to read Grimm Brothers and fairy tales. So they've always played. They were always there in back of my mind whenever I was painting or doing
Okay.
something. And I usually, I often relate characters to, people around me to animals. So
Okay.
I see very strong animalistic characters, and I also feel that behind our, behind our polished and very, what do you say? Very formal behavior. We have our instincts are basically animalistic. So I see a lot of resemblance between different characters. So
Right,
there'll
right.
be a fox in my work, and a lot of characters, like a mean person would look like fox,
Fox,
and
okay.
then pigs and rabbits. So yeah, I do see animals.
Right,
in
right.
people
And what are
around.
your inspirations in the art world today? Whom are you inspired by, or who influence you greatly as far as artists are concerned?
I like a lot of artists, basically. Indian as well as Western. I love Kiki Smith's work. And then I can say I also like Nalini Malani's work, Mithu Sen.
Okay.
So it's a lot of people
Different,
and different
influences.
artists. And,
Okay, okay. And as far as
and it's not just visual
Okay.
thing. I told you I love to read Grimm Brothers
okay,
and
so authors also.
authors.
Okay.
Margaret Atwood Kirke,
Yes.
there's this
Yes.
Canadian
Yes,
writer.
yes,
I
yes.
love her work.
Yes.
So
They're very surreal and
very, very surreal. And Gabriel Garcia
Yeah.
Marquez. So
Yeah.
one of my work is also based on his stories. So
Which one?
It's called Clever Andrina and a Heartless Grandmother.
Okay.
There's a short
Yes.
story.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I start a work and then I start seeing resemblances and to
Okay.
something that I've read before or some experience. So
Okay.
and then it develops on its own. So
Okay,
like
okay.
that.
So the influences are varied. They
Yeah,
could be-
influences are varied, I
Okay.
can say.
Literature and art and theatre and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And how has Chandigarh influenced you in terms of your art? Has there been any?
As I told you, teaching has been very inspiring thing for me. I'm not sure about influence of Chandigarh as a city, but then again, I got to meet a lot of artists here because
Okay.
of Lalit Kala events.
Yeah.
And it helped me grow, I can say.
Okay, okay. And what do you strive for as an artist in terms of, is it more of a display or is it only work or is it market? So what are your,
I do want to be successful commercially. I guess every artist would be, interested in that. But then, I can say it's always been like this. I've always wanted to do a good body of work and be known for that and like to leave. I always feel that all of us create vibrations, whatever we do so I just want to do some nice work before. I want to be known for some good work, and before I die, I should have a good body of
And that
work,
you're
and
very
I should be known for that, and probably give my contribution to the art field, and then we'll do something different, and which will be something unique. Yeah.
and you experiment and you do a lot of other things as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So as a young teacher, how do you look at students? Because it was not very long back that you were a student yourself.
Yeah, I feel more like a senior. I never felt that I was a teacher. I always wanted to be an artist, probably somebody who could inspire them to work.
Okay.
More like a guest artist, and
Right.
I would prefer to be called a guest artist than
Than a teacher.
I think that is the only way you can inspire. Students around you. I've learned a lot from my batchmates
Okay.
and seeing my teachers work than than a proper lecture type. I feel it is very important for them to see how their teachers or their seniors are working than just telling them something and actually not doing
Lecture
it. So,
format.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
And
is-
back in college and now in college. So has a
I
lot
love
changed?
college atmosphere. I think
Stay in college.
Yeah, that ways I feel I'm lucky.
Yes.
It's so charged and
Yes.
it
But has a lot
makes you feel
changed
good.
from not so long back and to now when you
I-
see students and when you see techniques and when you see exposures? Is there...
It's not been very long,
Very long,
that
exactly. Yes,
that I
yes.
graduated. But then a lot has changed. I do feel that.
Okay.
they are getting a lot more exposure than we did, and access to technology is much more.
Okay.
So and they are more aware and more. I mean, as I said, technically stronger than we used to be. I still am a technically challenged artist, but yeah.
You don't use much of technique.
No, I'm old school, I can say.
Okay.
So
you prefer.
I prefer to restrict myself to like painting format, be it paper or artist books. Or as for now.
Okay. So not much of multimedia and digital photography.
No, I said I am old school. I prefer that.
Okay. So any new themes or any new ideas that you want to work on in the future, which are playing on your mind, but you haven't been able to translate them as yet?
I think now I am opening up to other mediums of expression. I would want to work with sculpture in time to come.
Okay. You feel the need to do that?
I feel the need to do that.
Okay.
And I think it will also help me grow. I mean, it being a visual language, so it'll help me bifurcate both technically and conceptually, I feel, changing the medium and add another dimension to my work. So that way it'll be challenge also.
You're comfortable with sculpture as well?
I used to work with them in masters. I haven't done much, but I love working with wood.
With wood?
So yeah. So I'm planning to do something. So I mean I love to. I mean it'll be a challenge that way. So I love doing that. I'm in comfort zone right now. I think it'll help me break that.
Okay. And what about the artist book? Are you planning to do like a display or an exhibition? Does it all ever cross your mind?
The artist books have been displayed in the exhibitions that I did before in Delhi and Bangalore. So they were there with my work. So.
So they're constant. Do you do them consistently? Are they?
I have been doing them consistently as for now. I told you, like they are very intimate. I can carry them with me and easy to work on.
Right. So it's a continuous.
It's a
process.
continuous thing.
Okay. And who inspired you to come into that world? Was it a natural decision, or were you just a natural at it, or it just?
I like. Back then, like in college days, I didn't even know that there's something called artist books. I was working on them. I was doing. I had very interesting sketchbooks. I mean, I got some nice handmade paper sketchbooks, and I started working. The surface has always inspired me. Like these days, I'm working on rice paper. So the structure of paper, the rawness, the texture on it has always, inspired me to work. So that way, I got some nice handmade paper books back then, and I started working on it. And then they started developing into serious works, and I wasn't doing it very consciously. And then my teachers started liking. They said that I should probably work more on this format, and I started exploring more book formats and.
And anything new that you discovered along the way about these new paper, or how texture changes when you do it on these paper?
Basically, I feel like while working on rice paper, so sometimes a work has a life of its own. So I always feel that I'm a witness, and I'm just there working on it, but it's already pre-decided what will become of that. So I'm just standing there and doing it. So it inspires me to work the dents and creases on paper. I start with the dash there and dab there, and then I start seeing the form in it and develop it further, and I start seeing a story in it, or some I relate it to some experience, and then backdrop develops, and then characters come into them, and it develops. I don't start with the pre-planned notion that I
so you don't have a set story that
there's no set story, but then there'll be something, some object or figure will come, and then it'll trigger some idea, and then the whole thing starts developing like that.
And how long does it take you sometime? And you said the process is very important.
It takes me a little longer than other artists, I guess. sometimes months, sometimes weeks. So depends.
Okay. And
If I get inspired very soon, I'll finish it faster. I'll work more on it. Sometimes
Okay.
takes longer to get inspiration.
But you work every day.
Yeah, I make sure that I work every day.
Okay.
That way
In spite of the teaching practice.
yeah, that is very important for me to maintain my peace of mind. Otherwise, I'm like restless. I have to work. Sometimes it doesn't give me any result, but at least I make sure that I sit in my studio, work for like few hours every day.
Irrespective of
Irrespective
what
of,
comes after it.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.